We're rolling?
Yeah, we're ready.
So there's this mountain. It's called Matterhorn Peak, and we drove past it a few times. You really can't miss it when you drive by it, but we wanted to climb it, so that's what we tried to do.
Those are some huge mountains. Fingers crossed that we can actually get to the top of one of those. So we basically just drove 2 hours to Bridgeport, California, picked up a permit for Hoover Wilderness, and then we found out we needed a bear canister, so we went and rented one of those. Oh, had to get a bear canister apparently for the Hoover Wilderness, so no bears getting our food this time. And then we just kind of found a place to camp in the truck for the night.
The old people's cereal. It's the best cereal. Actually, it's really good. It's not as smoky as I thought it would be. And there was a pretty cool creek behind our campsite too.
How did you get your pants wet?
I fell. I fell in the water.
You fell in the creek?
Yeah, a rock slid underneath me.
Uh-huh.
Now my socks are all wet and it's
because you're wearing flip-flops.
yeah.
I'm telling you, this is my new favorite. I could probably eat this every day of my life.
I went up to Brooklyn, you went traveling across the sea.
So the next morning, we got up super early and
It was so cold.
It was freezing.
My hands were like in pain.
You cold?
Just my hands, everything else is fine.
These hands?
So we basically just tried to hurry up and make some coffee, and then we got straight to the trailhead and started hiking.
Oh man. Not stoked on the bear canister.
No. Once we started hiking the trail, it was actually like more beautiful than we expected. So we're probably about a half mile or so into our hike, and although it's probably gonna be a hard hike, I'm really excited to be out here because there's just something about backpacking and like being outside and like working to get to your campsite and having all that you need to survive in your backpack. I don't know, it's pretty empowering. So we're really excited to just be able to hang out and stare at peaks all day long.
Fall is the best season, I'm convinced.
Is it?
Maybe.
What about winter? Oh, these fall colors are, I don't know. There's something about fall, like the changing of the seasons, that are just really nice. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So cool.
Oh man. So like 2 minutes ago I was telling Victoria, I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna make it, but this is probably gonna be the best place we've ever camped for sure. I mean, look at that. Wow.
You're just this huge sucker for like pointy, sharp, intense peaks.
There's just something about a freaking peak that just looks like it would kill you. It's just like
It's sharp.
ah, it's like a knife. But I love it. Beautiful spot.
Rule number 1. Always keep the tent closed. It's always a pleasant surprise to come to a spot and no one's here. It just makes it so much more, I don't know, relaxing. I can't stop looking over there because that's what we're gonna be climbing tomorrow.
Finally made it across
Scramble up these like granite boulders here.
without a clue where I am. With all of the holes in my pocket, maybe I still got a chance. When the sun sets a little bit sooner, my appetite grows.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, like, to be 1,000% honest, like,
And you seem a little bit further from the last place I've been.
So the next morning, we got up right as the sun was coming up, and the first thing we noticed was that it was super smoky outside. Unfortunately, it is incredibly smoky this morning. I mean,
I don't know if you guys can tell. It's beautiful.
You can smell the smoke in the air.
yeah, you can smell the smoke. Woke up with a little bit of a headache, so, I mean, yeah. So we were kind of debating like whether it was even worth it to try and climb this peak, but we decided we came all this way, we might as well at least give it a shot and see what happens. So we just started our hike, and the goal for us today is somewhere up there, but I'm pretty much just expecting we're not gonna make it.
I've seen lost and I've seen found, sidewalks to interstates I'm bound to this place. I've grown from this ground. I'm not pretty enough for pop. I'm not cool enough for indie rock. I'm too happy to sing.
Well, we made it to the glacier, but we didn't really anticipate being on a glacier, so we didn't bring any crampons. So we got close to the base of the mountain, looking at the couloir that we thought maybe we'd be able to climb up, and from where we were at, it looks like it wasn't going to happen. So we started trying to plan a different route that maybe would be a little bit easier.
Not gonna lie, I had like Elvis leg going down that. Okay.
Not exactly what we expected.
No, I guess it's part of the adventure. Well, a change of events. We ran into the glacier. We found out that we couldn't really get up to the peak that we wanted to get to safely, so we decided to go up a mountain and then scale down the mountain. Now we're just scrambling all over the place.
One small, rugged, and the other one shy. I use them all the time. I'm not ready enough for pop. I'm not cool enough.
Well, that was sketchy. Yeah, somehow we found ourselves climbing over a cliff, which wasn't really in the playbook for us, but at least now we get to see this super cool lake, fill up our waters, and we'll just kind of regroup and see whether or not we're actually gonna make it up there.
Well, as you can see, we didn't make it. So we went back to camp, hung out for the rest of the day, and tried to figure out how we can get to the top of the mountain tomorrow.
That is ice cold. Oh. So the next morning, we still didn't really have a plan, but fortunately, some guy was actually hiking through our campsite, and he told us that he was just gonna go up the couloir. The same couloir that we thought was a little bit too sketchy the day before. So based on the advice of this random dude, we decided to try it again, only we were a little bit more confident that it was possible.
Oh, and before we started hiking, we stashed all of our gear behind a rock.
There she is, Matterhorn Peak.
All right, we're feeling good. Last stretch, a little bit of a scramble. We're gonna just hike right to the top here. We did it,
Oh my
babe.
gosh.
So proud of you.
I thought for sure we weren't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Babe,
What?
best freaking mountain wife ever.
Thanks, babe.
You're the best. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I mean,
Yahoo!
look at this.
Yay, I'm so glad we tried it again.
Yeah, wow. Totally worth it, but like, I would say hardest peak we've ever climbed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes!
You can see the lake we're camped at from down here.
Yeah.
Or I guess up here. But, wow.
Woo!
All right, we got a long hike ahead of us.
Yeah. Back to the car.
Yep. But yeah, so there you go. That was our little adventure to the top of Matterhorn Peak. I'll admit, I didn't think we were gonna make it, especially that first day. I was like, there's no freaking way we're gonna make it. It's just too sketchy.
Yeah, and it was, what, 12,000 or so feet?
Yeah, it's like
which is
over
the highest,
12,000 feet.
highest peak that we've ever climbed. So it was definitely a challenge for us, but it was something
awesome.
that we were really wanting to do.
I'm so glad we tried it the second time, but it was so fun. Hoover Wilderness is absolutely beautiful, and I think now, like, we're more stoked than ever to try and come back in the winter.
Oh man.
I want to come back in the winter and snowboard that couloir, so
Yeah,
we'll kind of see what happens, but it was a sweet adventure.
it was sick.
Cool, now let's get out of here.
Yeah.